Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Don Rico, back at it again with another one. I know it's been a while. I've been busy. Give me some grace. Give me some grace. All right, I'm gonna get it right. But in the meantime, I got some thoughts I want to express to y'all because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This generation is cooked. This generation, bro, is cooked, and I'm gonna tell you why. This generation is cooked because everybody today is so entitled and lazy. And I'm with it because people like me, we're going to succeed and be successful no matter what. This isn't going to be a long video. I'm not going to be before y'all for very long because I literally just got back from work and I'm about to head out to the gym right now. So, you know me, I'm just about my hustle, but that's neither here nor there. I ain't trying to, actually, you know what? It is here or there because I'm talking about the hustle, something that most people ain't got. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I had an incident at my regular job, and just to kind of briefly talk about it, I don't understand why people feel so entitled to just not do basic work, standard operating procedures and basic work. I'm baffled, honestly, that we would have to continue because I'm kind of like in a leadership supervisor type role. I'm baffled that we would have to continuously remind people to do standard basic work that they already know that they should do. And yet when we call them out on it, they want to get defensive and try to project whatever anger or emotional barriers that they might have towards us. And it's unfortunate because you do realize that the keystone and the cornerstone of success is 100% accountability, right? If you're unable to hold yourself accountable and you're unable to take any degree of constructive criticism, that's a surefire sign that you probably have a poverty-stricken mentality and you're not going to make it. And I keep talking about the class warfare over and over again, but unfortunately, people over and over again, they disappoint me. And listen, I'm not asking for the most. I'm not asking you to do your job perfectly. I'm just asking you to just try, to make an attempt, to do what is actually required of you, to do what you signed a contract to do when you first applied. I'm not asking for the moon and the stars, but it seems like nowadays everybody's so entitled, everybody's so lazy, I'm kind of glad this current generation or this current culture that we're going through right now in terms of everything, it's kind of like we're going through a reset right now because we got to weed out the people who are not really about business, who don't really stand on business. You know what I mean? So I'm with it. I'm 100% with it. Listen, if you don't want to, for example, answer an email, a basic email of what it is that you've done throughout the week, like the one that Elon Musk sent out to federal employees. Listen, all you have to do is respond to email what it is that you do in the week. That's it. If you can't even do that, that's a problem. Don't you understand? That's an entitlement problem. You don't know, nor do you understand how good you got it, because I don't care where you're at. I don't care what it is that you do in terms of a regular job or whatever. You complaining about what you do on your job is a problem because there's somebody on this planet right now that would kill to have your spot. Real talk. And you want to sit in here and whine and complain about doing your job. Like, stop crying and do your job. Stop crying and do your job. I don't understand why it is such a struggle for y'all to do 40 hours a week. Now, you can't compare me to that standard because I do way more than that. But you can't honestly work 8 to 10 hours a day, come home and then just relax and chill and then expect you to be richly rewarded or handsomely compensated for that work. It don't work that way. There's a 9 to 5 and then there's a 5 to 9. If your 5 to 9 is you screwing around, what makes you think that you get to drive the nice cars or eat the great foods or wear the nice clothes? You don't. You don't. I'm baffled, honestly, that people, just because you do a job and just because your job has some value in it and what it is that you do, that you deserve to get paid a certain amount of money. It don't work that way. People need to understand something about money. But this is what people need to understand about money real quick, just to kind of give you all a little money tip. When it comes to earning, you earn in proportion to the value which you provide and or the level and size of the problems that you solve. If you notice and realize, people in management positions, people who work in tech, whether they be software engineers, whether it be product owners, or project managers, whatever it is that they do, whether it be in the C-suites and whatnot, what people don't understand is that CEOs, they make a ridiculous amount of money because you have to understand they're mostly paid by equity. Their money, their compensation is primarily tied to the performance of the company, which means they take in all the risk. And if they don't pass their quarters, if they don't exceed the standard and make the shareholders happy, they don't get paid. That's what y'all don't understand. But y'all want to bring up these people as examples. These people are being paid an extraordinary amount of money. Yeah, no wonder. They're in the highest pressure positions. They solve the most problems, and they're trying to do so, and their compensation is tied to the equity. They don't get paid by the hour. That's what y'all don't understand or realize. But y'all are so lazy and entitled, you can't even do the research on how these C-suite executives get paid, for example. What did I just say? You get paid and earn money in proportion to the value which you provide and the size and level of the problems that you solve. Why do you think entrepreneurs who are really in it and are successful make so much money? Because they provide a value, a service, and a product that solves people's problems and makes their lives better. It's very simple. It's a very simple concept to understand, but it just goes over everybody's heads because, again, everybody wants to ball out. Everybody wants to do all these great things, but they don't put in the same effort. They don't put in the same work. They don't grind. They don't hustle. They don't get after it. They're not go-getters. They just get up and go to work. Listen, if y'all want to be basic like that, fine, be basic. I expect higher of myself. I hold myself to a higher standard. My fitness is very important. My fitness is important. How I look matters. It's how I market myself. And all the other things that I'm trying to get into that I don't speak about out here, but the point I'm trying to make is y'all are entitled. You don't deserve whatever it is that you say you deserve. You don't deserve that good woman or man because you're not a reflection of it. You're not the type of person that attracts that type of person. You don't deserve to make as much money as you want to make because you don't provide enough value, nor do you solve problems. You just show up and do your basic duty jobs that anybody can do. And you just expect to get paid more? It don't work that way. You expect to get this hot check or whatever, but you don't got the body for it. You ain't got the money behind it. You don't have the confidence. You can't defend yourself. She don't feel safe around you. Of course she's not going to sleep with you. I mean, come on, guys. And you ladies, you think that you're entitled to be married or to be with somebody just because you're you. It don't work that way. You're not a reflection of the thing that person wants. Because you're unwilling to hold yourself accountable. Accountability is your kryptonite. Accountability is your kryptonite. And I'm going to end it right here. Listen, this generation's cooked. Now, what I mean by this generation, I mean the younger ones, the ones that's coming up right now, because y'all are entitled, you're spoiled, you're lazy, and you just want the world, but you're not willing to put in the effort. You're not willing to put in any effort. And then you expect people like me to acknowledge you. Well, unlike Roman Reigns, I'm not going to acknowledge you. There's nothing that you've done that's worth acknowledging. Now, there's some outliers here or there, but we're not talking about the outliers. We're talking about the general. We're talking about the majority. And the majority don't hustle. They don't do the work. They're lazy. They're spoiled. They're entitled. They don't stand on business. And I don't rock with people who don't stand on business. You feel me? So I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to end this video right here. I got to head out to the gym. You'll probably see this tomorrow morning. If you do see this tomorrow morning, but it doesn't matter because it's about the process at the end of the day. All right. I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Deuces.